Now let's look at backward elimination. So all the parameters that we set earlier is going to remain the same. All we have to do is to change that to backward. Run. Look at results. Okay. So here we start with step 0. All the variables are in. There are 62 of them, including dummy variables. And then step 1, the airbag is removed. So that's the one that gets removed first. And step 2, the parking assist is removed. And so on. So let's skip to the end. And we get the model that has 17 steps. Okay, so these are the variables that are removed. Okay, and here are the variables that are remaining. And you see that the best model that backward elimination selects is different from the one that forward selection selected. So for instance, the manufacturing month, manufacturing year, they were not in the previous model. So now let's look at stepwise. Run. All right, now let's look at what happened. So let's go to the end. And here is what happened one step at a time. So step 1 through step 15, the variables are getting into the model. And after step 15, in step 16, HP, which was entered at step number 2, gets thrown out. The HP is no longer significant given all these variables are in the model. And then the last step, step 17, brings in metallic rim, and then you have the information. Now at this point, we can look at individual effects. So here is this table here gives you the main effects. Like these 4 variables are variables by itself. Now this one is 9 variables taken at a time, which is color. Color has 10 possible colors, so there are 9 dummy variables. So the 9 dummy variables taken together accounts for that many sum of squares and the corresponding F value and the P value. Okay. If you go to this table here, it gives you the individual information about those 10 different colors. Okay, what are the estimates? Okay, you need the estimates to score new data. Okay, but the standard error and T value and the P value for individual value of color is unimportant, because you're not going to have some of the colors in and some not. Okay. You either have all the dummy variables associated with all possible values of color in, or none of them in. Okay, so for the purpose of effect, for the purpose of how significant the variables are, you need to look at this table. For the purpose of scoring, since you need the estimates for all the variables, including the dummy variables, you need to look at this table.